Eternal light, shine in my heart, shine in my heart.
What's up? What's up? I'm back. How are you guys? For those who don't know me, I'm Chris, fellow brother in Christ. Goal of these vlogs is actually to bring us closer to Christ, each other closer to Christ, and just take you guys along with what I've learned, with what I'm going through, what my goals are. I'm currently training for a marathon, you know. Take you guys with me on my training, what I learned with Christ, and yeah. But right now I kind of just want to talk about feeling stuck. Now, it's a weird feeling because in this moment, it feels like everything is working against me. Nothing's going right. I see nothing moving, but I feel like I'm working so hard. And God is moving. God is always moving on your behalf. God never is still. He's always working for us. But I kind of just want to go through the word with you guys. And I kind of want to just like talk about what it says. About what it means to like feel stuck and how we get through it. Because I talked about this verse before, James 1:5, and it says, if any of you lacks wisdom, that you should ask God. I'm paraphrasing. If you look at it at a different perspective, it tells us also to just run towards Him. If you lack anything, if you're struggling with anything, run to God and ask Him. Because He's your Father in heaven. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and you're just like, feels like the whole world is on you and you don't know what to do, run to God. Ask Him. If you're lacking in it, ask Him. And the perfect verse to combine it with is 1 Peter 5:7. And it says, cast all your anxieties on Him because He cares for you. So if you're struggling, cast it on Him. Give it to Him. Why hold it yourself? Why hold it yourself if He can hold it for you? And He's more than willing. And we have to understand the word also tells us He's there with those who mourn. And I guarantee you, He's also there when you rejoice. So just come to Him. Go into that secret place when you're feeling stuck, when you feel overwhelmed, when you're not sure what to do. I've been finding myself doing that so much more lately. Just so much more, because in this season of feeling like nothing's working for me, I feel stuck, I can find comfort in His presence, knowing that He's working on my behalf, and that if I'm worried, if I'm anxious, I can cast it onto Him. And He's there. But if I lack something, I can always run to Him and also ask Him for it, you know? And that's the love, that's the beauty of having a relationship with Christ, having a relationship with God. Now, next to that, we have to understand that we have to continue working hard even when we don't see results. Even when we feel stuck, even when we think nothing's working, we have to continue to work hard. Now, Proverbs. My boy Solomon, bruh, this guy was cooking it up, writing. He was cooking it up. My bad. Let's get back into the word. Proverbs. For those who don't know, Proverbs is after Psalms. The ones who have a Bible, open it up with me and let's read. In Proverbs 14, it says, verse 23, all hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. It says, all hard work, every hard work brings a profit. If you're working hard and it's in God's will, He's telling you it brings a profit. You may not see it now, but that hard work, all that energy you're putting into it, even though you're not seeing much result, it's set. Hard work brings profit. So it means continue to work hard. Just don't give up. And we have to understand. It says in Colossians 3, verse 23, whatever you do, Work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not for human masters, since you know that you will receive an inheritance from the Lord as a reward. Now, it is the Lord Christ you are serving. We have to understand, we have to work at it with all our heart. That means we have to work hard. We have to work with a sense of honor, a sense of righteousness. We have to work like we're working for God. And it'll make your work more enjoyable when you're doing it for God. I guarantee you, when you feel stuck, the work will feel more enjoyable when you remind yourself, when you're constantly reminded you're not doing it for yourself, you're not doing it for another. Yes, it benefits both, but most importantly, you're doing it for God, the one who died on a cross for you, the one who suffered for you.
Yeah, go to the park.
Wow, dat is de grote.
You ready?
Okay. Okay.
Like, in a way, if you look at Job's story, who are we to talk back to the Creator? The creation to the Creator, you know? We don't have that right, to be honest. But yet, we still have that right to go into that secret place, go on our knees and have a conversation with the Lord. And that's so beautiful because we didn't earn that right. So let us not become arrogant, prideful, but let us be humble, knowing that even though we don't deserve it, God has already done so much for us, and yet He's still so willing to do so much more for us. And now, I think my last point is when you're working and you feel stuck, you feel like nothing's working for you, just wait. Continue, but wait. Continue working hard, but wait. Wait on the Lord. Now, I got 3 verses I want to spit. In Isaiah, it says, Isaiah 40:31, it says, "But they who wait for the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." So if we wait on the Lord, He will renew our strength. That's 1. 2, the Lord is good to those who wait for Him, to the soul who seeks Him. He is good to those who wait. Okay, so He renews our strength if we wait on Him, and He is good to those who wait on Him. Now last, in Isaiah 30:18, "Therefore the Lord waits to be gracious to you, and therefore He exalts Himself to show mercy to you. For the Lord is God of justice. Blessed are all those who wait for Him." We gotta work, but we also gotta be patient. We gotta be patient for the Lord, knowing that this hardship, this feeling of being stuck, that God is working on our behalf, but we have to continue to put in that work also. We have to continue to prepare ourselves. Even though we feel stuck, even though we feel like nothing's working, continue, because when we wait on the Lord, not only shall He renew our strengths, but He shall also be good, and we're also called blessed for waiting on Him. Let us be patient. Let's be patient, waiting on God, waiting on whatever He has for us, because there's always light at the end of the tunnel. This is not the end. The end is with God. It could be worse. Continue working at it like you're doing it for the Lord. Find joy in the work. Find joy in the journey, not the end, not the result. Find joy in the journey, walking with the Lord. Sometimes it may look like nothing's working out, but it's because you're too focused on the end result rather than just walking with the Lord, having that relationship with God. Even though you feel stuck with the Lord. Talk to Him. Talk to Him like He's your Father. And I lack at that. I forget that He hears me. He listens to me, and that I can just tell Him, cast my anxieties on Him, and when I cast my anxieties on Him, I know He hears me. I know He's there with me. I know He knows what I truly want, the desires of my heart, and that it will end up working out because He has plans to prosper us, not to harm us. And He does all for our good. And when you constantly remind yourself of these promises, you start to renew the strength inside of you through Christ, through God, through His Word. Because you start to realize, if I continue, that this is going to work out. If it's in His will, it's going to work out. And it's beautiful because even in this season of feeling stuck, feeling like nothing's working out, I get this sense of renewal to keep on fighting, to keep on going, to keep on fighting the good fight, like Paul wrote to Timothy. Because the world is only going to get more wicked. The world is only going to get more wicked. But we have to continue fighting the good fight, continue enduring hardships, and knowing that God is with us in these seasons of just waiting, just seeing and just being patient on Him, even though we don't see things working out. And knowing that God is working on our behalf, knowing that He's making paths straight for us, opening doors for us and shutting other doors. And eventually it's all for His glory and all for His praise. He'll do it to glorify Himself. And He does it by being gracious to us. So we can proclaim His glory. We can praise His name. Let me show you what I got. So, I got 2 liters of raw milk, sourdough flour,
Wow, that's a big pack.
raw butter, wild honey, of organic ground beef,
Let me see it.
100 euros. Oh man. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been learning in this season of being stuck, is just continue working hard, letting myself be renewed by His Word, by His strength, because I can't do it on my own, and growing closer to Him, casting my anxieties on Him, casting all my worries, all my doubts. Speak to Him, let Him speak through me, let Him speak to me through His Word. And I feel, even though I feel stuck, even though I feel like I've been waiting for so long, working so hard, I can still find this sense of rest and peace in Him. And I hope y'all can find it too, man. Hey, just seek God in these times. Cast your worries on Him also. And yeah, man, really like love y'all. Just enjoy the moment, enjoy Him, and try and see Him in everything you do. Whether you're outside, whether you're gymming, just focus on Him. And the work will feel lighter. The burden will feel lighter. Everything will feel lighter because you're with Him. You're not doing it alone. So even though you're stuck, even though you feel like nothing's working, it feels better when you're with Him. Love y'all, man. And God loves you too. Stay blessed. Deuces.